it's hard to really gauge who gets the advantage. But again, for Maui, they're starting on the good side. You want to maintain these spawns. And I'm looking forward to see, like I said, which teams are going to stick together and come in with those calms on such a misky
Mm,
map, as it's looking like
three down.
immediately 3 will fall for New York.
Yep, three immediately go down, and then Kill Switch is playing his life over there by the fence. He gets one. Let's see if we can find another one. He's on top of these little stackers on the gate, trying to get a second, but there goes Key finding him a quick two, letting Maui Chums collect this early hardpoint time. Tease from the bottom stairs to getting him a quick one to clear off this hardpoint time. Watching any surroundings, waiting for the reinforcements to get here because you can't hold the hill by yourself, but he does find one before he does get traded out. Tip and Ram does find 2 kills for the team. Ram finds another one, and New York SubPar are getting ready for these rotations, but they got to watch out for Pair 4, who's already just getting kills, making it difficult for New York SubPar.
Yeah, and if you notice, they're a little bit of a split spawn breaking into this new hill as
Mm.
Maui ended up collecting that scrap time there, and there's just that battle for the spawns in the back there as it's looking like New York's gonna come out with the spawns for this P2, but it's getting mixy, ladies and gentlemen. But Maui, again, just holding the time, getting the kills. RM, though, will find 2. He will find another one onto Hype, but he will immediately get shut down. Temp, though, with a nade and the pistol. I mean, we're getting mixy out here.
Yeah, Maui Chums are not trying to go down, not at all in this map. They started off 9 points and said that's all you're gonna get. Right now, we're just gonna get these rotations, make it mixy for you guys. Try to win every gunfight like they like just do there. Win a big 3, sending all of a New York SubPar back to the spawn. Player 5, he was the first man up, but he slows down, waiting for his teammates. RM3, he's been there hot gunny. He's trying to find some more players on the hill. He's shooting that player on tank, but he can't take him down. He's forced to throw a nade, forced to this rotation, but player 4 Ram, he has been the thorn in their side, but they take care of him on that rotation. New hill starts off. New York SubPar should be in full control.
Yeah, I mean, they said, I know they're down by a lot, but at what point do you rotate? And they did. Down by 40, maybe make it 30, but I mean, they're holding this hill pretty good. 3, though, will fall for New York. Maui gonna get the break that they need. Hype will be the last one standing. He will get shut down, and Maui with the exceptional break and getting the spawns that they needed. I mean, just flawless break out of Maui there.
Yeah, I mean, but they're not in quite yet. They're still fighting from the front door. But Chill's trying to keep New York SubPar out. You got Ram in that side door, but he gets taken out. The reinforcements are there. There is slight contest, but Killswitch finds him a big 2. Teach finds the third, and New York SubPar has held off the onslaught of Maui Chums. Now we got another 3 down. It's all up to RM3 to try to hold the line again. But I think for 11 seconds, New York SubPar have did a great job of holding down this P3. Now the rotation to P4 is on. You see player 3. You see player 4 already trying to get control of that tank side, that guarding that field side, and RM3 finds him a big 2 before Key is like trades it out, and Maui Chums will start off on top of it. We'll have this time.
Yeah. I mean, just what flawless, just gunnies coming through here as Hype finds his way onto the time. Will find a kill onto Slythe, but he will get shut down as New York collecting a little bit of time here. Is Maui going to spawn a little bit out and have to kind of recollect themselves? As we're getting a little bit of checkerboards here in the feed going the way of New York. Time will remain white, but I mean, just talk about the gunny coming through. We've got contested time. We've got everything. Just gunnies on gunnies.
Yeah, gunnies on gunnies is what we're seeing. That's what you mentioned before the map started, and that's what we're seeing. We're seeing equal gunfights. It started off good for Maui, but now New York SubPars have picked it up. This rotation to P5, I believe, is on bottom of the well. I think the stairs. I don't know what to call it, but we're just gonna call it P5. But Hype and RM3 do get the first 2 kills, and there goes player 8 Hype with that last kill to clear the hill. Slide first man up, first man down. Here comes player 3. Here comes player 1. Onslaught from the top. They find the 2-3 players on the hill, and now Maui Chums have with the break. 40 seconds. You see the New York SubPar coming up from spawns. Let's see what they can do here, Q.
Yeah, I mean, the moment you thought now we had the hill, I mean, we're getting breaks, we're getting trades, everything's coming through. The time will go towards New York here as they're looking to crawl back in this game, only down by about 6 points here. And At one point for New York, do you say, let's just rotate? We had the lead for a while. Do we give up these last 15 seconds towards the way of New York? But no, Scythe, he wants the time. He's going to collect those 8 seconds there. Into this next set of rotations, Maui, you're going to be up. Oh, never mind. It's going to be about a tie game going into the second set of rotations, and this is where it gets big. Who can clutch up and who can redefine those mistakes that we saw in that first set? And it's looking like Maui going to start out with the time here.
Yo, just temporarily, New York SubPar with the break, hype, running around being a crazy man. You can't sit still in Bocage. You got to keep moving. I hold it for 2 seconds. You hold it for 5, and then you hold it for 7 while I go get me mine. Because Bocage is one of those mixing matches where you just can't stand. Try to hold an iron. Your best bet is just to move around, and that's what we're seeing from these teams. Maui Chums now on the hill, controlling the kill feed with a big three kills. But now it's just one player on the hill. That's player 3, but there's plenty of New York SubPar players coming up from spawn, trying to make their way over to the hill. Player on the hill does finally get taken down, but the rotation to P2 is what is most important. Trying to control Grandma's house is what you see Maui Chums have tried to favor here. So here goes P2, and Maui Chums look like they're in control of these spawns, but New York SubPar are getting ready for the fight.
Yeah, interesting to see what kind of play New York will try here to get into those back spawns with Maui just set up flawlessly for this hill as Key in bottom barn. Maybe exchanging some love taps over there towards Cheese. He will fall. Man, that is the kill that you need. Kill Switch will also find one. They've made their way through. But Maui's still holding the time. Maybe a little bit of a... Oh! Key with a crucial double kill. Make it 21 and 16 out of him with a minute on the hill. Putting the team on his back to maintain the time. Make it a 40-point lead.
Yeah, 40-point lead is big for the Maui Chums, and you got Tap running around trying to be a nuisance for New York SubPar, slowing them down, not letting them get close. 15 seconds to go on this hill. It's probably going to be all Maui Chums, so this next hill, New York SubPar is going to have to step it up, going to have to be their gunnies. I called this hill a little early. I may have messed up the hill rotation. You know, it's been a long time for me. So now they're getting ready to rotate to this grandma's house. You got RM3 watching the cross. He does find one, but Tep, I think, has made it through. Ooh! RM3 with the jump back shot. You got to keep shooting when it's RM3. Do not stop because he will make you pay. Just like he did there. New York SubPar on this hill, collecting the first 20 seconds before they finally get challenged by any player from the Maui Chums. But Snipe does a great job of just clearing the hill, allowing, you know, his teammates to get closer to this hill before he does go in for the chow. But New York SubPar spawn up, get right in. There goes big 3 for Maui Chums. Make that for all of New York SubPar out of their spawns, but they're getting close spawns, so they're going to spawn up right close to the hill and try to break in. But Key, he is not allowing that to happen. 27-17, big dog for his team, not allowing nobody from Maui Chums, nobody from New York SubPar to get comfortable.
I mean, yeah, you're seeing these teams chow for every last second on these hills, trying to crawl back, trying to close it out. And again, Maui with the early rotations towards this barn hill, and I mean, just great shots to get these holds in here. 2, though, will fall towards the side of Maui. Ram will find one. He'll find another. He says, you get 2, I get 2. Maui, the lead climbing to over 60 points here. Just trying to close it out and get what they can. The team kills, though, not going to help. Tej will find one onto Tep. Tej will immediately get shut down. And New York, they're finding themselves some time here trying to stay in this game.
Yeah, I mean, they need to find a side because right now it comes the time where you got to start playing the best hard point that you can possibly play. Once a team gets to that 200-point mark, they start coasting. So you want to be closer to them than 130. So this is what they're going to try to do here in this bottom bar time. Get the last 15 seconds because every bit of time is important if you are New York SubPar, but it could have left them vulnerable, could not have left them on the rotations. Right now, it's all or nothing. This is Bocage. The map is pretty small, so you can rotate, but you do want to get on your rotation, just like any game. Vanguard was one of the last games where you had to really appreciate the people who got on the rotation game, got there a little early, did the 20 seconds, did the proper time to rotate, get to these spots, and hold down the prior positions. So this is what you see from the New York SubPar, but it did not hold long enough because Maui Chums now on.
Yeah, I mean, talk about what a break there out of New York immediately. You had 3 in the back early towards that next popped hill, but now New York says, "We want to win this game. We're still in this game, only down by about 50 points here." They're collecting a lot of this time, but they don't have the spawns in the bag. 2 of them will fall, make it 3. RM3 will be the last man standing. He'll find one, can't find another. The last 13 seconds of that hill gonna go the way towards Maui as they're gonna need about 40 to 30 seconds here to win. Only one more hill needed to win. If you're New York, you need to be virtually flawless.
Yes, they do. Perfect hard point. What they got to play, they need this full 60 right here to try to tie the game here, but they're not even getting no time. But it's P1. P1 is one of the harder hills to get any time. So as long as they keep it white, that is good for Maui Chums. But New York SubPar, they now finally have stepped on, trying to get a little bit of time. Slide, trying to make his play, taking his time, just trying to make his play, make sure he gets onto the hill, but he just cannot find nobody. Kill switch finds a big 2 key. He finds kill switch, but New York SubPar is still controlling this hill. No, no, New York SubPar is saying if they can't control the hill, nobody can control the hill, and it's kind of what you want to see Maui Chums do, but the New York SubPar playing that strategy just flawless. Just making sure this hill stays neutral. So this is like I think P2 is the hill you want to get to. You want to try to make this your power hill, but Maui Chums is already here on the rotation.
Yeah, just 20 seconds left to go for Maui as they're going to collect that scrap time there on that P1. Heading into this P2, though, again, Maui with the early rotations, with the spawns, but you see 8 working his way through towards the back, just trying to pinch and get that map positioning. You need to break. 5 more seconds to go. You got to do something.
Yeah.
You got to get them off the hill or get yourself on the hill, and that is exactly what they do. Can they maintain this time? You gotta be perfect. 2 for New York will fall. Make it 3. 4 more seconds to go. No more players standing, and that will be the map. Maui with a flawless performance in map 1, showing what they can do, and they get the win.
Yeah, man, they was all just shooting at a high clip. Tap right there, press play, but you just see him 41
Map like this.
and 20. Yeah, I mean, they do have a setter gunny though, man. It was just a little Bokai Jackson. These guys are like long range, I think. But here we go, starting this off. Maui Chums will be the offensive team. New York Sharp already your defense kill switch does get the first kill on the tap as they're making their way over to this B site. Hype in the building already. Take down the player planting the bomb. Maui Chums just had a head bash play to B that kind of just did not work. Bomb is down on that B site. RM3 sees life in the back train yard, allowing Key to go around for a flank. Can Key make a play? He does find one. Looking for the second. He does not find it. New York SubPar take the opening round hard point.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what Maui might have been thinking there. Maybe a little bit of a miscommunication on that B site. You saw him. He pushed up a little bit too far, maybe a little bit too quick towards the bomb site with little to no information as to where the New York team was, and it could have been a miscommunication. It could have been, maybe New York just read the play very well. But again, it's going to come down to those offensive rounds and what strategies you come with, and who knows what it could have been there. But he just the little bit of over aggression can cost you the kills and cost you those rounds.
Yeah, I mean that was straight. That was too aggressive. that was way too aggressive. But Ram makes it up with a big 2 piece
Ooh.
to start off this round. Kill switch does trade him out, but it does still give Maui Chums the 3-2 advantage. Make that the 3-1 advantage, leaving Tease the last man up for his squad. Bomb is down over there by that B site. I think they have seen him, so he got to make a play. He has to rotate. He has to get out of sight, and he did make a play to get out of sight. So now he just got to run up, grab the bomb, and probably rotate it over to A if he can, but it's going to be a tough task. He does see Slife and makes Slife
Oh,
commit suicide. So this may work out for him because, once you get one domino, you get that second.
yeah. Here we go.
He went
Doesn't
the
check
wrong
the timings.
way.
He will get caught out. There will be no dashy Vanguard moment for the side of New York there, but again, just a little bit of a nerve-wracking round there if you're Maui. You ended up pulling out the round, but again, they came out with the aggressive approach on defense, which did work out in their favor. They got the man advantage, but towards the end there, you could see that they got a little nervous. They didn't quite have the information, so they started to panic a little bit. They dropped demands and things like that. So again, 1-1 going in here, but I like what I'm seeing out of them, but there's also some adjustments that need to be made.
Yeah, this I mean, they're just relying on pure gunny right now as we're seeing. But if New York SubPar could counter the pure gunny approach, then they'll make them stop. But as long as they could just continue to come around, get that first blood by Key, taking down RM3. Now it leaves the B side, but there's Hype. Hype is all behind them. I didn't even pay attention because we were watching Hype. I'm thinking we're watching Maui Chums, but we're watching Hype the whole time. He only finds one out of the whole ordeal. It leaves it a 3-2 advantage. Still for Maui Chums. Bomb going down to the B side.
Yeah, getting the bomb planted on B. You have the man advantage by one. Kill switch though. Trying to find a little bit of information for his friend Teach here on these front lines. He knows there's a player nearby, just trying to catch the timings, trying to catch what he can, trying maybe a little bit of a warning shots there coming in out of Teach. And it's just that you got to play the waiting game. 25 seconds to go. You've got the one life advantage. How do you want to play this? He runs in. He will get caught out by Ram. Last one standing. He will fall. Maui, a flawless defensive round.
Yeah, Maui Chums. They picking it back up 2 straight rounds. This time on offense. You see them slow it down a little bit on that offensive side before they got to be. This so they can try to get some players, get some positions known before they plant that bomb down. The player just waiting inside the bomb side, which is a scary tactic to do, but it doesn't give you eyes on the bomb. But it is very scary. But there's Maui Chums up 2-1. Let's see how New York SubPar responds.
Yeah, it's looking like New York's going to try a little bit of a different approach here on this offensive round, sending their full force towards B with kill switch staying back a little bit. But Maui, they're ready for it. They're playing a little bit of a split approach here on defense and just playing for that information, willing to give up that map control. But Key, just playing it slow, playing it patient, trying to get that information and see where the other team is. Ram, though, he's in the back. Temp will find the opening kill onto kill switch. Ram, though, he's in the back. Can you read this? Teach will find the trade. It's a 3v3. What can they find? He will fall. Bomb will go down, and it's all, man advantage for Maui again.
Yeah, Maui gets to the 3-2s, 3-1s. Just start leaving it tough for New York SubPar. They're just making sure they get the players known and they're winning their gun battles. Just like we just see there. Maui Chung with another win, going up 3-1, 3 straight. After that, I think you had to call it. It probably was a miscommunication on that first round. Yeah, picked it
Yeah.
up time on his last 3 rounds. I mean, the gunny approach is working for them. They're confident in their gunny. They know that they probably could win their ones. So they're just looking for those gunfights to start off, and the bomb carrier just stand back. And when they're on defense, they're just keeping a couple guys back. As soon as they get a little information, then they're going for the attack because they feel like they could win their ones. But here they go on this offensive side, sending the bomb straight to this A side as fast as they can. 2 players going towards A, 1 player holding down mid, and 1 player going towards his B side if you're a Maui Chums. New York SubPar is going for the traditional 2-2 split. 2 players watching B, 2 players watching A. RM3 does start off with the first kill onto tap. Bomb going down on this A site. Let's see if player 5 gets his notification, can see in time, but Ram gets out with his life.
Yeah, a little bit of a miss, maybe a little bit of a blind spot there in their setup to get that bomb down onto A. They get that man advantage, but again, they just left a little bit of a blind spot there onto A, and maybe have been a miscommunication. Key will find a kill onto kill switch. Hype though will immediately find one of his
Oh,
own.
we
He
needed
will
that.
or make RM finding one as well. Ram will find one onto K. Onto Tees, it is a 2v1, all left down to Ram. Bomb is down, 15 seconds to go. He will find the kill onto Hyped. RM3 versus Ram.
Oh.
Who can get the timing? It's,
Oh.
man, the timing going the way towards Maui. It's 4-1.
Yo, we gotta just talk about Ram here on this round, okay? Ram snuck through to the bomb site, got the bomb down, got out with his life. Then he plays his little corner wherever he was, played that little corner just great enough to come back through to get the last 2 kills to save the round for his team. Absolute MVP of the round right there, as he's currently on the 5.
Yeah, just talk about the missteps that we're seeing out of New York there. They had that little 2-2 split going into the map, and they just left a blind spot onto A. And, once again, Temp finding the opening kill onto RM, making another one for Key onto Tija, immediately stuck in a 2v4. Bomb, he does have the bomb into B, but at this point, why would you want to plant it and give up your position? And I mean, you're already stuck at a disadvantage. 7-2 for both Key and Ram in just 5 rounds. And I mean, New York again, just putting themselves in a hole, just trying to pull a rabbit out of a hat again.
Yeah, but kill switch, he does find Ram, and that ends the streak for Ram. Oh, I know Ram is probably hot that he did not get that kill. Bomb has to go down now. Yes, it does now. Bomb will go down now. So this is going to be the play of play for New York SubPar. Here's Key. He's going to be the first man up for Maui Chums coming in for this attack. He throws the nade off the wall, trying to do a little ricochet action. Does he see? Does he the player through the window? But Hype takes him down to make this a 2v2 slice. He's in, but the shots are in. He gets taken down. Now it's all up to Tap. Tap takes the player from the train yard. 1v1, 24 seconds. Him versus Hype. Here we go. He's going towards the bomb. He knows that he runs out towards the back, so he's for the chase. Hype has a sub, but no, he does not see him. And Hype clutches this up. New York SubPar with the nice round win to go to get this to 4-2.
I mean, talk about a crucial round win. You do not want to go behind 5-1. You just don't. Talk about icing up. I mean, you're in a 2v4 there, and you're stuck in the barn with the bomb. And just talk about playing patiently, not giving your position away, waiting for that kill to make it a 2v3, and you know you then have the positioning to plant the bomb. Just absolutely flawless out of New York, and maybe that's the spark to get him back into it. Talk about 6-4 for Hyped on a 3-speed. Be looking out for that. And again, Maui looking like they're going to stick with this B push here with 3 sitting towards the back, waiting for information. Some love taps exchanged between the two, and they're going for the quick plant here onto B.
Oh, that's a Maui strategy. From the Maui playbook, that's true, tried and true. It never goes old. The quick plan, as quick as you can, tap, and Key does get the first 2 kills, give them the 3-2 advantage. Now it's Hype trying to pick up where he left off, but he gets shut down. Kill switch, last man alive, and it's 2v1. Maui Chums does have a very good split, so Kill switch can take these ones if he can spot these players, but he's not going to see Slipe on the top of that little roof in that little cheeky spot, and Maui Chums go up 5-2.
Yeah, match point. I mean, talk about the defensive setups that we're seeing here out of Maui. They get the bomb down and they don't stay as aggressive as they started the round. They get the bomb down quick and they recognize we got to send some guys back. We got to set up for this. I mean, you saw that there. He's setting up all the way towards the back, getting those eyes on bomb, and that's what you need, especially on a map like this, especially against a team like New York where you know you might get outgunned. But again, Maui, 5-2. They're playing these setups perfectly, and I mean, you see Key and Ram just being the difference makers with 8 kills apiece.
Yeah, man. They're doing it all. Here we go. New York SubPar going over to the A site, sending 3 players at the A site. Tap finds kill switch for the first blood. Already man advantage for the New York SubPar. And the guy on his bomb is going towards A. Tap finds one. Tap trying to find the third, but his third kill, but he cannot find it before he finally gets traded out. But he gets traded out. Now it just leaves Teach by himself in a 1v2, trapped in this little small room. He gets taken down. Maui Chums win the round 6-2.
Yeah. I mean, talk about just going at it. They said, we're up 5-2. Maybe we can afford to lose around here. And they went for it, and you know what? They got it. Just talk about just almost perfection out of Maui
On this
there.
Tuscan control. It's been a long time for me to see this Tuscan, but this is such a beautiful map. The best map that was on Vanguard is right here. We're getting ready to see these teams square off. You see Tap, we are watching the POV of Tap. Slide does get the first kill on to Hype. Here's Tap just putting shots down on the kill switch. The kill switch is doing a great job of being a modern day snake, just making sure he does not get taken down by any of those shots, but it does not matter as the kill feed lights up all blue for Maui Chums.
Yeah, I mean, just what an opening break there for Maui. They came out with a purpose. They came out straight, as I said. They said, we're 4 stacking the hill, but no, it won't get captured quite yet. Never mind. The kill will come through for Key. That is the 8-point captured. You are riding comfortable. You're already up by 4 lives. You've got over 2 minutes to work with. Talk about what a way to open the game for Maui, and it's rinse and repeat from the last 2 maps.
Yeah, man, that was super fast to get that A right there. Now all they gotta do is just get B out the way. The stacks in here in this game is crazy. Work the gem, stack the point. It's what we're gonna need to see if you're gonna get these points taken down. Maui Chums are trying to get this B side, but there's no New York SubPar coming alive, getting a big two, getting his lives closer to 3 live. Well, I mean, it was 4 just a minute ago, but now it's down to 3. You got Tepto on the flank, but Teach is making that read. New York SubPar doing a great job for the first like 30 seconds right now of keeping all of Maui Chums off of this B side, getting these lives a little bit closer. And we're not really closer, but just keeping the lives even, 20 to 18 is now the lives kill switch. That's when I kill on to Slide. But what they are doing is they're keeping Maui Chums away from the B side, allowing that time to take down.
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing what you see some good offense, you see some good defense back from New York. Getting a little bit of trades coming in here through the feed. You know, the life advantage only up to 2, only down to 2 here is the time looking like it'll be cured. Life though, in the back being the thorn in their side, he will find the crucial 2 kills, but he's the only one near the hill. His teammates are all coming off spawn, and he's just got to wait for his teammates in the back there and just try and find what he can. 3 in the feed will fall for New York. The last one near the hill will be hyped. He will just back up. The time is going to fly with all these people on the hill. But Ram, last one standing, he will find 2. Can't quite find the 3rd. When you see good offense, you then see good defense. We're getting mixy.
Yes, we are. And I thought Sly made the play. He got him a big 3-piece. He waited for his teammates to get there, got the 4, allowed his teammates to get on, but New York SubPar were still there, allowed to break him off. We're down to 40 seconds to go on this hill. Hyped and RM3 have this live to kill feed, sent 2 of Maui Chums player back to their spawns. Maui Chums still have the 2 life advantage. So if they play the trades for these next 30 seconds, they can still win just off of lives. But you know Maui Chums, they're a greedy team. They're a hungry team. They want that B site. They want all of B out the way. Just in case this goes to a map 5, they are safe. But now time is getting close. Time is dwindling down in their favor. So you got to think, and lives have changed in the favor of New York SubPar. 10 seconds left, and New York SubPar may have just did enough to keep Maui Chums off of this B site. But 4 seconds left. Tep has snuck through. There's a big 1v1 battle. He takes it. He wins it. Now he's working his way towards that 1 segment, trying to get 1 segment out the way. Kill feed is going back. It's 4-2. Now make it 4-1. They're clearing off this B site, and New York SubPar did enough to win that defense, but Maui Chums got 3 segments.
Yeah, I mean, we saw a flawless opening break there out of Maui to immediately capture that hill, but talk about the ice coming out of New York, and I mentioned it. I said, you need to come in with the communication and with the team play that we expect to see out of these teams, and that's what we got in the second half of that map. I don't know if someone in the comms said, hey guys, we got to lock this in. We already gave up a hill. They got 2 minutes. They locked it in. Talk about 10-6 out of hyped. Just putting the team on his back, and that is a round you needed to win. The defensive rounds are big. You cannot lose an offense like that. This may have breathed some life into New York here.
Yeah, now they're trying to do what we just saw. Stack this A site, get A out of the way as quick as they can. The Gunnies, they're starting to win out for the New York SubPar, but as soon as I mention that, we see a big kill feed light up for the Maui Chums. They get a big 3. Clear off this A site. You got player 8 kills, which who is pushed back up to the spawn. So he will spawn them out deep if the kills start coming in the favor of the New York SubPar. But right now, the kills are not coming in the favor of New York SubPar as Maui Chums are just lighting up this kill feed, getting those lives down. There's only 2 life advantage, making it 1 life advantage. Kill switch has snuck his way over to A. It's not stopped the time. There's 57 seconds now left, making Maui Chums all forced to rotate over to the A side.
Yeah, that A time will start going crazy, and the TKs will not help. I mean, that A point is going to be captured. Maui just got to back up, play some positioning.
Oh.
2 more will fall. Ram will find a constellation kill onto kill switch, get traded out immediately. Slife will find one himself, but I mean, he's backed up into this corner. If you're New York, you got a minute to work with. You've got a 1 life advantage. You just got to play patient, take what they give you, and I mean, this could be an offensive round if you play this the way that you should.
Yeah, I mean, New York SubPar are going to try to do it. You see Teach making his way towards the back with a big 2-piece. Now he got Maui Chum just looking for him, looking to see where he's at. He's just making his play, big 3-piece. He's just being a nuisance for the Maui Chums. But Maui Chums, they just got to slow it down, take their time just to protect the B side. You just cannot not let them get to B. It's a minute and 12 left. Get on those power positions. Don't allow New York SubPar to get to this big site. And that's what New York SubPar have done. They have slowed it down. Teach is going crazy, but they said, okay, he has to come to us. He has to make his way towards this B site. And that is the advantage that Maui Chums are playing right now to their advantage.
Yeah, I mean, talk about a good setup here out of Maui. You've got 3 watching that top church area. You've got 4 watching that rotation and that flank through that A side, but 2 will fall. A little bit of a break there out of New York is they're going to find some time over on this hill. Ram, he'll find a kill onto Tej. He'll immediately get traded out. 2, though, will fall for New York. They will find a little bit more time, but no, he'll get shut down immediately. New York trying to just will their way to this defensive round. 6-6 lives, 28 seconds remaining. They've got the advantage. 6 though. He's the last one standing in the back. He's just got to wait for his teammate Slythe. Top Church, he'll get cut down by Hyped. 17 seconds to go. 5-5. You got to play this just like Search and Destroy.
Yes, in RM3, I think he did. I think he made the play. He's finding him out in this churchyard. So as long as Maui Chums to get the kill, and he finds that one player on the hill. It's 3-2 life advantage for. Now it's 2-2. There's some big kills. Quishes has to find his player. He finds him. Slythe, last man alive. Now New York SubPar, double second of time. Slythe, he has to go to time. Do not give up. Too many seconds, Slythe, and he comes out the door. He's making the read. New York SubPar win the defense. They're up 2-0 in this control.
Yeah, up 2-0 in the control, make it up 2 ticks as well. What a crucial 2 ticks on that B point. You won the offensive round as well, but you got those crucial 2 ticks. That's what you need. Now, all you got to do is lock this down here, and you are secured that map 5 defensive round. And talk about the setups out of New York. They get that breakthrough through the front of the hill, and they play that positioning. They say they got to come back to us. This is our hill. They got to defend it. And just what flawless play out of them is. It's looking like Maui gonna start with a little bit of a B push here, a little bit of a pushback there from New York, but Maui, they're gonna find their way onto B and A little bit of a double cap here.
The double cap is the good play because they know this is a must-win round for Maui Chums. They cannot lose this round no matter where they lose the round. They lose the any round Maui Chums lose from here on out. They lose the map. So now all of the plays are coming out of the Maui Chums playbook. They say let's do the 2 split towards B, 1 towards B, towards A, and the A player has managed to stay on the point long enough for his team for him to almost solo cap before he does get some teammate help. Another minute added onto the clock. 25-21 life advantage for the Maui Chums. As we've seen this in map 1, I don't think they can mess it up twice. But we have seen New York SubPar play this map in this mode absolutely flawless.
Yeah, a little bit of a similar defensive approach out of New York here. You've got one back tank, you've got one towards the hill, you also have one watching that corner push from P3 and one also in that P3 just playing for the timings. But Key though, he says screw your setup, I'm gonna slide out an ego chow ya. 2 though will fall towards the side of Maui, and again, the defense is gonna be crucial here. RM3 gonna find another kill. The lives will come evened up. You've got about a minute and a half to work with here. You don't have to rush if you're Maui. RM3 exchanging some shots. Ram will find a kill onto Tej. RM3 will eventually shut him down. There is no more hill getting collected. 3 will fall. Last one standing is Slythe. He'll find a little bit of a consolation kill onto Hyped, but make it 2 there. Slythe just willing his team into this, keeping the lives even, and he's just got to wait for his teammates here.
Yeah, he's got to wait for his teammate because he does not want to take that child by RM3, who he finally takes him down. So RM3 has been forced back there on that back little wall, not allowing those Maui Chum players to get close to the hill. Now you can see, it's a tie to lives, 15-15. It's 53 seconds of the clock. There's a lot of time to go. We do see a Maui Chum stack. Now it's all up to Hype coming through from the church. He finds 1, he finds 2. Kill switch finds the 3rd, and that is the clearance that New York SubPar has needed to temporarily get off the time. 45 seconds to go on the clock. 9-13 are the lives. Maui Chums making their way out of spawns. Player 3 going through the church-like courtyard, running right into player 5. And the player that ran through the little church, the small building, he got taken down by Hype. So Maui Chums 25 seconds trying to get to this B site. Can they get there, Q?
I mean, talk about a round that will really tighten your sphincter here. 5 lives remaining for Maui, 13 seconds to go. Key will find a crucial 2 kills. Slice will find a third one on a Tej. RM3,
Oh.
you're the last one standing on this defensive point. You just gotta find what you can. He finds one, he can't find another. Last one standing on the hill is Scythe and Tep. They will find 2. The hill's gonna go. If you're hyped, you're the last one standing. You
Oh!
find both kills. 4 seconds remaining. There is no one near the hill. You don't have the players. That is the round. That is the map. What a two-piece
Yo.
out of hype to force a map 4. We're seeing 4 today, ladies and gentlemen. Man, what a map.
Yo, that was a map. That lineup right there for the
I'm looking to see, can New York flip the script from what we saw in that map 1, and can they force a map 5?
map 5 is what New York SubPar are gonna try to force here as we make our way to this opening round, opening hardpoint. Maui Chums will get the first 2 kills and get the opening time of this P1. RM3 and kill switch, they're trying to make something happen, but it's not enough because Maui Chums are still collecting hardpoint time. First 30 seconds down, Maui Chums take a 20-0 lead.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's rinse and repeat so far from that map 1, but New York, they're going to find themselves a little bit of hill time here. Key, though, the thorn in their
Ooh.
side, he will find one, make it 2. Coming in with the pistol on R3, he says, nope, not today. Looking like the rest of these 15 seconds are going to go the way of the Maui Chums here as New York, they're going to say, you know what, all right, we lost that hill, but let's back up. Let's get these rotations. Let's stay on top of this, and they're looking to get set up here with 8 in the back.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the back, but he got taken down. But you guys see him opening hard punch out. You said that he rotated, getting his opening hard punch out. This is the one that's in the back right yet. This is the one that's in the back. So this is a tough one to break if you're not rotated early. So they know that they know to get to the spawns early. But man, it does not matter if you can light up the kill feed if you are Maui Chums to get a break in with 15 seconds to go. With 15 seconds is off the clock. New York SubPar only managed to get 17 seconds before Maui Chums are able to break into the P2. Now New York SubPar, they're trying to break in through church. There goes kills, which he gets taken down. Then the nades and everything is just the tacticals are being thrown, but there's a big 4 for New York SubPar as they break in. 20 seconds to go. They got to keep these spawners that's spawning in the back from trying to get them off the hill. Player 2 will come off the hill. I know New York SubPar is saying, man, this guy's weird. How can we didn't rotate? But hey, nonetheless, it gave his team the man disadvantage, and now New York SubPar are on top of this next hill.
Yeah, I mean, Maui, they're up by 30, but I mean, talk about the rotation towards this money. Oh, Hyped will find one on the Ram. Slice, though, he will get cut down immediately, traded out of RM3. Talk about the teamwork that I was wanting to see out of New York in contrast to the map 1. And they're only down by about 15 points here. And on the rotation, Siege will find the kill on the Tim. One more will fall for Maui. Slice will find a kill. Make it 2 for 2 there. 3 will fall for New York. And right as I give them their flowers, they all fall. Hyped will be the last one standing near the hill. But no, they keep those spawns close. They're still here. They're wanting to fight back. It's checkerboards rolling through the feed. Maui with the time. The lead cutting up to 25 points here. We're getting mixy on this money hill.
Yeah, we are. And Teej did his job of getting out of there. He just got out of there. He made sure he rotated because you did not want to get trapped in that back corner. Because, bro, being on Tuscan in hardpoint, getting trapped in that back corner when this next hill is going to be getting ready to pop is a bad time. So, very Teej to get out of there, for allowing his teammates to get this spawn up, to get ready for next. Next hill has started up 91-50. That is the score line. New York SubPar are the closest to the hill, and they probably will start collecting this hardpoint time. But there's big 4 kills that go in the favor, 3 on Maui, 1 on a teammate, but it does not matter. New York SubPar are in this hill. Key, the first man up, cooking up a nade before he finally gets shot in the side. The break is in, 2 Maui's in, 2 Maui go down, Ram the last one up. He gets taken down, and New York SubPar holding off the Maui Chums with 30 seconds left.
Yeah, I mean, talk about a crucial hold here out of New York to keep them in this game. The lead cut down to 20 points for Maui. 2 more will fall. Slice will find the kill on the kill switch. RM3, he will fall due to the wall bang. And, you know, there's 12 seconds left in New York again. They're saying they're going to collect that time. They said, you know what? Maui's not rotating. Screw it. We'll go for the scrap time, and it's gonna be about a tie game here going into this P5. But we're getting mixy here towards this P5. Kill switch will find a kill onto Tim. Key will find the trade onto kill switch. Key
Ugh.
coming in with the fist. Call him Bruce Lee, not Bruce Key. He gets the kill. The time will go the way towards Maui as they're trying to build this lead.
Yeah, 9 points. I mean, that league dwindled all the way down, but Maui Chums are back on it. They gotta win this. They gotta win this hill right here to stretch the lead back out to a comfortable margin. But New York SubPar with the pinstripe kill feed are not allowing it to happen. Height with a big 2, and now there's 3 by Tej and New York SubPar in this hill. Maui Chums. Next player up is, I think it was that player 5, player 8. I can't see who that is. I think that's all New York SubPar on this hill. Maui Chums coming up all this spawn. Here they go. Ram. He gets taken down. He's the first man that came up. Player 2. He is next. That is Slife. Will he challenge this hill? Yes, he does find one. Slife actually finds 2. Clears the hill for Maui Chums, and he allows his team to have this rotation for next. So 116, 118 P1. Maui Chums favoring the hill.
Yeah, I mean, you saw out of New York in those first few hills that they were hitting those rotations. They were getting those rotations early and getting that time teach with a little bit of 2-piece, but he'll get shut down. But again, you saw New York, they're kind of slacking off a bit on the rotations, and they're capitalizing on those breaks. But in this second set of rotations, it's going to come down to, can they capitalize? Can they maintain these breaks? Something that can become so unreliable when you go such late into such a close game like this is, I mean, Maui, you've got them building almost a 40-point lead here. Kill switch, though, he will find 2. He makes his way onto the hill. He'll get shut down by Tep. The time will remain contested. Hyped on the hill. It's him versus Tep. Tep will find the kill. One more standing. He will fall. The rest of the 13 seconds looking like it's going to go the way of New York. But though, New York, they're on the rotations.
Yeah, now Maui Chums are going to get the rest of the scrap time. New York, you got player 6. That is RM3. Back here, he's got to make sure he takes down player 2. This is going to be a big battle. He does win that opening battle. So the opening time should favor the New York SubPar if they want it. But Ram, he's making that rotation. He got there quick. He got that player off. He got the player off the hill, but Hype is there. Hype's looking for third, but Tej gets that player off the top. New York SubPar, they're going to have to hold this hill. A big 20 to 30 seconds will be big for them in this game. So that is what they're trying to accomplish here. As they're getting the first 15 seconds, the nades come out of nowhere to clear the hill. And now Maui Chums are on, but RM3, he's the closest man up. He can get a kill. Tej from the flanking side does help out RM3 to get one from the top, but he is just too tough of a player. And he's going to collect the rest of the time for Maui Chums, forcing the New York SubPar rotation.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that New York is rotating to keep themselves in this game, as it will be about a 50-point lead here going into this second P3 for Maui. But I mean, New York, you're on the rotations, but I want to see you hold this. You need to capitalize on these holds and get yourself back in this game. One hill, and you're back in this game. It's not out of the woods yet, and they're holding this pretty well. I'm interesting to see that Maui is going to try and push this 2 through the front, 1 through the back, but 5, though, he will shut him down. Some trades rolling through the feed. Maui, though, finding their way on the time. 3 will fall for New York, and speak of the devil, they get broken down immediately. They are spawning out. What a flawless break out of Maui. Make it 21 and 15 for Scythe.
Yeah, man. 20 and 15 for Slice. Slice doing his thing. But he's the only one really doing his thing for his team. So this is just a game of rotations, game of battles. Hype does find 2. New York SubPar on his hill. They're keeping it close. 196, 160. They got Maui Chums spawning in the back. So that rest of that scrap time probably would be good if you just give that up to the Maui Chums, but you really don't want to. See, kill switch is like saying, no, you cannot get this scrap time because we need it. New York SubPar rotated to this church first. They got to hold. Holding has been tough for New York SubPar because, you just see Key, you see Ram coming in with a big kill, like right there. Slight Tep and Key all get kills like the kill feed to break into the hill for the Maui Chums.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of a miscommunication there at a kill switch challenge for that P3, like 3 seconds of that last time. I know his teammates had the rotation, and so it allowed him to do so, but that puts your team at a disadvantage on the hill. Ram! Just ramming his gun down their throats. Make it 2 for him. The time continuing to go for Maui. 25 seconds left to go for Maui. You can't win it on this hill, but you can get gosh darn close.
Yeah, yeah. So if you were near a subpar, you got to get him off the time. You don't want to get the rest of the time, but you basically you got to focus on this rotation, and that's what player 5 has did. He's trying to find Slife. Can he get this kill on his life? No, he cannot. Slife has been a tough kill all map, and he's proven it there. But the teammates are there for the trade. New York is here for this opening time. 184, 240, 10 seconds. All Maui Chums need to win this game, so Maui Chums can win, even if they just keep getting a little bit of scrap time here and there. So this got to be a flawless hold if you are New York subpar.
Yeah, I mean, New York, if you hold this hill, you're right back in this game, but it's going to have to be perfect. Only 10 seconds left to go. Tep, though, will be the last one standing. Hype trying to get him with the pistol. He will find two. Waiting for his teammates. He will eventually fall. The tide staying towards New York. They're trying to breathe some more life into this game. 40 more seconds, 20 left on the
Oh
hill.
my.
But if you're Maui, you're going to still chow this. You can still win it on this hill. But no, now you can't. You got to hit the rotations, but New York is nowhere to be found. They're nowhere near the hill. There's only 9 seconds left to go, and Maui have this win. If you're New York, you gotta break immediately. You got to get what you can. You gotta believe in the break. 2 will fall for New York.
Ooh.
Make it 2 for Maui as well. Last one standing on the hill
Oh.
is Hyped. He will find another kill. Hyped. Last one standing towards the hill. He will fall. 2 will fall for Maui, but the time stays contested. 6 seconds left to go for Maui. Can they get the kills? He's just staying on the hill, keeping it contested. Can they find what he can? Hype will fall. 2 will fall. Slife, he wants the
Oh.
chow. He will fall. Time still. It's still contested. 4 more seconds to go. There's no one near the hill. 2 more seconds. It stays contested. 1 more, and that is the map. That is the game. My goodness, what a sweat fest.
250, 218. I mean, I mean, great job, Q, man.